Hello everybody, welcome back to AI War Fleet Command. And we're in the middle of raiding, actually near the end of it. I'm just going to show this last little bit. Because our fleet, the championships, have become quite effective. I want to get into that a little bit. But this is Makimaki. This is where the super hybrid was. I think that's it right there, yep. So it was building something, and we've interrupted that building process. But we need to clear it out. And while we're in here, I'm going to want to take out, we got Mark III drone spawner. Interestingly enough, it says that only sufficiently mature hybrids can command Mark III ships. I'm assuming they have to have like Mark II or 3 modules or whatever. We've got the Mark III equipment module factory, that'll be nice, and another hybrid hive spawner. And there's a trend here. I've seen the hybrid hive spawners twice in Mark IV systems, and there's also one in a core world. They might only show up in those situations. If I can, I also want to just knock out the Special Forces guard posts while I'm here. So I'm hoping to get a lot of things done. But what I did first is I headed into Ceres, which took a while. And there was 3 Special Forces guard posts in there. Now there's only 1. And they had 11 hybrids. So we cleared that out. And the gravity drill got in the way and was slowing everything down. And that's why I didn't go for the 3rd Special Forces guard post. That would have been a pain to get to. And I went back through Laetitia, Iapetus, back home, Fat Samurai, Makimaki. And the idea is just, clear out some of the threat. It is gradually accumulating with the waves as things try to escape. There's a decent amount of it in Ganymede, but not very many hybrids, and we did take out most of the stuff in there. So, not too worried about that. The Exo Strike Force, it's boosted by 10% in a little over half an hour. It looks like it's taking about 3 minutes per percent that boosts up, and if that continues, we've got till almost 6:30 on the clock. We've got like another 2 hours before that actually hits. So it looks like those are really going to come up slowly. Now I'm a little bit concerned about how strong it might be, but there's no way to know that till it gets here. I just need to keep getting stronger and stronger myself. Waiting for everything else to show up in here. I think that's about it. Now I'm going to just sort of slide this way. I did a suicide run in here with my raid starships. They knocked out an ion cannon that was over there. And then just through the long-range shots of the championships has really improved the survivability. Yeah, and okay, we're getting too close. There's a missile guard post over there. And it being a Mark IV system, we really don't want to play around. We can see all of the long-range guns and the ordnance heading that way. The sheer amount of them that we have now is really able to knock out some ships before they get in range. And it's made my fleet much more resilient. We've still lost a good amount of the smaller ships, maybe a couple hundred or so. Probably closer to 300 now. But there's nothing too dangerous over this way in terms of guard posts. So I think I'll head over this way first. We've got the Missile Guardian. We'll get rid of that soon. Yeah, these are all just special forces. So I think that missile guard post is really the only problematic thing that I've got in here. And as it turns out, all of my lovely little flying Ninezul ships took care of business on that side of things. And I didn't even have to get within range of my main ships again of the missile guard post, because they took out the hybrid stuff on their own. And now they're trying to pound this thing. And we may or may not destroy it. I honestly don't care. Coprocessor, of course, we want to ignore for now. Well, it took many attempts and many different versions, but I finally have found a way to beat the Ravenous Shadow. It's not the Ninezul, and it's not even the Spire, who I tried upgrading some various things. I tried impulse reaction cannons, I actually use them now. I tried upgrading those. I tried the rail clusters. But the key here is that the Zenith can carry 6. Let's zoom in here. But the Zenith can carry 6 bomber sets. And we can only get 4 out of the Ninezul, 4 out of the human. The Spire can't carry them at all. And the distraction element of that to allow the other things to circle is significant. Now, usually when I was doing this with the Ninezul, or other ways at best, there it goes, I was only able to get it down about halfway before the Ninezul were all gone. And the Ninezul are actually didn't even all have to go away before I did it this time. It did do some damage. You can see our hull's down to about 0.5%, but again, the distraction element had so many targets to shoot from that it wasn't actually targeting our Shadow Cruiser very much. Took us down by about 200k, all the way up to level 27. We get 4 more unlock points. The Ravenous Shadow has been repelled, finally, and this is definitely the toughest mission by far that I've come up against. And I did do it here in Phoebe, so I've still got Dembowska to go. First things first. Commander, the Ravenous Shadow and the Phoebe, not the Phoebe Nebula, just the Phoebe, has been destroyed. Goodness, that thing took a tremendous amount of punishment. Attaching transmission from Vice Admiral Putnam. I did not expect to survive that, but I won't complain too loudly. Killing that thing was like chipping the moon into rubble with an autocannon, but you managed it before the thing killed us all. Congratulations. The Nine Zool are grateful, Commander. Once the surviving enclaves have a chance to circulate among their kind, I wouldn't be surprised if some of the others finally got over what happened at Vega and tried to help us. The IMT is grateful too, of course. This facility is no longer of strategic importance, so we will send our remaining ships out to assist you. Our overall operational posture doesn't leave much to spare on a broader scale, but the base here will contribute construction material to your reserves, and you may build some ships here if you wish. What's probably of greater interest, however, is the collection of shadow relics we've managed to recover during our time in the nebula. All the artifacts at this base have been turned over to your technical teams, along with the data we've been able to put together about them. As for us, there are some other leads I need to follow. Perhaps we will meet again. Godspeed, Commander. Rail Cannon Module 1. It seems different than Rail Cluster. Heavy Beam Module 1? Oh yes. Insanity Inducer and Projected Shadow Decoy. Insanity Inducer. I love the fact that that's a thing. Didn't even get to the point of really focusing on them. Okay, so we're going to have the Cognatus and the Ravenio and the Constituo, and then we've got 200 metal, so not a great deal of resources there, but obviously more ships, always helpful. We do have plenty of energy to build them with. We're a little bit low where I'd like to be, but not doing too badly. And let's take a look at those new things. Insanity Inducer, Starship-mounted variant of the Botnet Golem's weapon, low rate of fire, totally ineffective against units immune to reclamation, but instantly overrides the target's programming so that it attacks your enemy instead, only usable by 9 Zool. So it can convert 2 of them every 8 seconds. See, this is 411,000 range every 3 seconds. Okay, so it's more powerful, but it doesn't target nearly as many enemies. I would think the rail cluster module would be better, but this is probably a smaller version that I can put on smaller hardpoints. And then, of course, the heavy beam cannon, only usable by humans. But yeah, good armor piercing, not great armor piercing, but good. Yeah, the heavy beam cannon is a big gun. So yeah, the Mark II gives us more shots with it. Yeah, it's not quite as good at the missile against the heavy stuff, but I really like the idea of this as just a main gun type of thing. We probably want to have like some bombers and then shields, and then the fact that it's only good on humans is the only thing that makes me wonder about just investing in it now. And I can use the rail cannons as a longer range option on the smaller hardpoints. And I have to say I like that idea, because one of my big problems out here is just the range. Yeah, well, they're not that far though. 9,000, 8,000. They're a little bit longer range, not a lot. Clearly, if I had to do this over again, I probably would change up what stuff I invest in, but there's only so much that you can foresee and do. I like the idea of preserving possibly some. I only got 4 points. I just want to see if I can do the next mission with the stuff that I have. And I like the Zenith as sort of a balanced ship. So I'm just going to stick with the Zenith for now. And looky here, we have gained 8 of the 9 Zool roaming enclave. So that's an additional little fun thing that we get as part of this joy. But our ship is ready. Let's see what else is in Dembowska now that we've gotten rid of the Ravenous Shadow. Well, here we are in Dembowska, and we can see why we kept getting that mission, because we've got another one from In Memoriam Terra. Says they need help again. And they're deploying strategic reserve. Why? Oh, I think I was in the... Yeah, I think I was just in the whatchamacallit system, the super terminal. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Anyway, Lieutenant Alan Carmichael has more to say. As we enter the Dembowska Nebula, we received another message from the In Memoriam Terra Resistance. The IMT discovered an alliance between the Citadel Ascendant and the Dark Spire, and has moved to attack the joint base in this nebula. Thankfully, they've also managed to secure support from some Ninzel Mourner hives to help even the odds. Okay, so once again, we've got allies that we've run into before, and we've got a bigger battle. Vice Admiral Putnam's force joined the attack a few days ago, and he sends his regards. Something about, compared to that monster, this should be cakewalk. The mourners have also greeted us. They have heard from the wardens of the dimensional prison and wish to... the translation is difficult. Fervently express their gratitude upon our mutual enemies is about the closest we can get. It'll do. Thankfully, the Citadel Ascendant does not appear to have deployed Dyson Gatlings or any of those so-called colony ships. Maybe we took out all of them, or maybe just enough to not have to face them here. I suppose time will tell. In any event, our objectives are clear. Destroy all basing facilities of the Dark Spire and Citadel Ascendant to force them to abandon this nebula and its resources, and prevent them from doing the same to our allies. 1 large and 3 small. Okay, it's a totally even battle. 1 large and 3 small on each side, except that we get to join the fun. So I have to think that we will be able to be successful here. Let's head in here, and I went up with all shields. What these are? Those are the Ascendant? I thought those were the Mourners. These are the Mourners. Okay. So I think we want to go... I think I just want to go straight for the Ascendant first and then switch over here. And again, I went to all shields on the way in. I'm going to switch that up. Now I want to get... I'm going to go with 2 shields and 4 of the bombers. And then I've got a mix of the other stuff out here. That really should be sufficient. Alright, let's get moving. And we've got a good amount of shadow charge. Let's see if we can get out there and get in a good attack. See, these are clustered closer together than they might have been before. Yeah, they're popping these pretty quick. On the other hand, we're not doing too bad damage-wise either. Let's throw one there. And let's see if we can hold out for one more. Just about to get it. There we go. And now let's retreat. So what do we do? That's down to 37%. Oh boy, they've already taken out 1 starbase over here, though. That's bad. I've got to make sure they don't fall apart. Let's head over this way. So this may be the more... Boy, they're just swarming. Dark Spire is swarming. Yeah, I clearly underestimated this fight. See if we can save this starbase. That's my goal at the moment. And we've got... Eek. Come back. We've lost our shield, but I don't even care about that right now. Why are they able to still hit that? Whatever. Just barely stopped this attack. They took out... Oh, well, that's 28%. Okay. And they knocked out 1 starbase over here. Okay, that's good. So we are even in starbases at the moment. Okay, now they're on the attack. It's looking like they're counterattacking over here. This is a good time to get our shields back, I think. Looks like, yeah, looks like the opposition is stronger than us, no matter which way we slice it. I don't think we can defend on both sides. I think I want to go on the... Ugh, this isn't good. Yeah, let's get over here and throw up a shield. And then go on the attack. This is at 50%. It still looks like we're losing right now. It just looks like we're dealing with a couple of superior foes. More going down. These are all ours, though. They can counterattack there. Might have something. We need to get a counterattack going here. Please, Ninezels, do something useful. Because I don't have... Yeah, here they come again. That should be just close enough. Alright, here comes some more ships of ours, so let's see if we can clean these out. And maybe get some kind of attack going over here. Yep. Okay, now we're coming. Alright. We've got one more shield. Let's use it when these get... Come on, stay with them, stay with them, stay with them. Okay, I think they're about to stop there. Buy them a little bit of time. See if we can take this out. And I think that's about it. I've only got 130 left. Oh boy, there's a whole bunch more coming. We're not going to get this time. Let's retreat. What about over here? We're on the attack. Down to 47%. This is still close. I think we might be turning it a little bit. But this is still close. Protect. Go back out. Our shield's down at half. We haven't actually lost either one of them, though. 41%. 39%. We're doing okay. There's another attack wave gone. We've got some going this way. This is almost gone. 15%. 41%. See, they still have one more starbase than we do right now. And, like, theirs are not in worse shape than ours. We're still... We've got more to do. We're still losing this. And hopefully knock these out before they can get through that my shield, because they're hitting it pretty good. 20%. Ugh, shoot. Okay. Yeah, I don't have enough energy. Come on, I've got to kill him quick. Is it still alive? Not by much, but it is. Still 8%. They did take out the one starbase over here. Okay, so the Ascendant should be significantly weakened now. Can buy at least a little more time. Our shields are almost gone. We are going to have to repair eventually, but I'm not going to do that until we lose this starbase. Alright, come out here. I think we survived one more wave. Still at 8%, actually. We did lose our shields. Hull's starting to take a hit. We're on the attack, and this is almost down. Let's finish it off. Okay, now go. Get out. Get out. Defend, defend, defend. Even over here, up a starbase. No, we're not up a starbase over here. They took out another one. We're back to even Steven. And this is starbase is about to go down. So we're still have not pulled even in this fight. I would like to just repair and everything, but I don't feel like I can. I don't have the time. Alright, here comes a nice new attack wave. See what they can do for us. Let's help them. 64% and no shields. I'm going to try to go back. I don't know if I can afford to. I don't know if I can afford not to. See if I can repair and then come back out here and get that shield up before it dies. They're fighting in over here. Okay, good. Fighting out in the middle of space, basically. These are over here. Let's see what they do first. Well, let's jump in here and... oh boy, they're going all the way up there. Okay, defend. I'm going to defend. I don't think I need to use a shield to do it, though. Nope. This is a tough battle, and I'm far from thinking I'm winning it. I think I'm probably just like a narrow loser right now. But I've got to retreat here because they're coming out hard. Doggone it, they're shooting. And I didn't get back in time. Go. Alright, now we've got a nice counterattack, and a shield is up. 4%. I lost a little bit on it, but not much. Lots of pressure. Oh, goodness, it went up, and yeah, there goes my starbase. Yuck. Okay, now they're probably, yep, they're going to move in here. They're bombarding. Let's see what happens from here. I like this position. No, okay, what's your range? We're just within it. So I think I want to move back here and put a shield more up there. Then maybe they won't be able to hit it. Come on. And then I think I sort of need to retreat because my shields are at 7. Come on, kill it. There it is. Okay, beautiful. Now, we're even on star bases here. Even on star bases here. But most of the fighting is happening. Boy, look at that all. Yeah, most of the fighting is happening over here. I think I want to retreat and heal up. I think I'm just going to pull this off, but I'm far from certain. Not doing a lot of damage there, but this one, yeah, that one's taking a beating. If we can get another good attack in on that Darkspire starbase, we'll get the upper hand here for a bit, which we have not yet had. Come on. Okay, looks like we're headed off, but some of them want to go after the large one. I've got almost a max shadow shield, though, and both of my star bases back there are in good condition. I think this is the time to just sort of camp out here, defend whatever we can. How we doing? That one's almost down. We're keeping a few of these ships alive to help us. And one more. Come on. You know what? To heck with it. I'm charging it. There it is. Get out. Whew. Okay. Up a starbase finally. For the first time in this, it looks like we're winning. Not winning easily, but winning. There's only one large starbase left, so if I on this side, so if I can get a break in between waves, that might be a decent one. Let's go. So I almost think I just want to sort of move back and forth in the middle here. And if so, let's just hang in here and have some fun with it. Down to 5%, I'm going to use a shadow shield to avoid losing... Oh, I lost one. Wanted to avoid that. And there went the other one. So my shields are gone. But we're on the attack. We were on the attack. They just... Yeah, this thing's still only down to 85%. Knocked it down to about 70%. Now I've got to go repair. I think the best thing might be for me to just stay in this scrum and knock out any attackers. They are moving in here some, but not in significant force. Most of it over here. And now we got a super hybrid on NHO and our exo waves at 75% while we piddle around in this system. But this is the last champion mission that's not super out of range for me. There's 2 more after this that I don't plan on hitting just yet. 590, yeah, let's go with. Was a little bit too indecisive there, but yeah, okay, that's no longer going to help. So let's get out. Probably help knock out this group would be useful. And then hopefully be ready to attack with the next wave. It's only down to 48%. I mean, we're reducing it, but boy, is it... Oh, we got a bunch of AMP Guardians out there that are unhappy. I don't dare get much closer, and here comes another wave both directions. Let's see what happens with this one. So our shadow charge is mostly maxed. Let's go. Let's go in on the attack. Pause, pause, pause. Boy, okay, they're way back there. Okay, back up here to maybe there. Yeah, this seems to be a good, fairly central location. Come on, kill them so that you can go after the star base. That's why I'm out here. Alright. Okay. Now let's see. How close are you going to want to get? Looks like about there. I like that placement. Let's get in there. Might have been not quite forward enough. Maybe here? I've got at least one more. We've got a lot of force in place now. Let's work on this because we've got... Come on. There it is. Okay, so we're not going to get super far with this. I think I back up and let them decide what they're going to do. Maybe try to snipe at this group. Oh, doggone it. We killed them right before it did me any good. So I'm basically, again, waiting here just for them to form some sort of coherent attack. Because we should gradually have numbers. So I'm just going to have to... Because I'm still not sure which way they want to attack, but it looks like they want to go after the Dark Spire, not the Citadel. We got full shadow charge. I really feel like I need to join some attack here. But we aren't getting one. Alright, now they're trying to head in. Let's go with them. And one up there, keep going. One up here. Okay, yeah, these are going to evaporate quickly now. Zoom out a bit. Another one. Well, this has been a very successful attack, though. We've knocked it down into the 60s. But it's now time to get out. We've still got some attackers. Oh, yeah, under half. Very nice. Very nice. Happy with that. One more run like that, and we would have an X starbase. We'd be able to concentrate. Oh, they're still shooting. Yeah, that's down to less than a third. So that was an outstanding attack run that really should help us. Okay, and we're trying to form up another attack here. Let's go with it. I don't know if I can do much to help. I'm a little too far behind. Let's see. Well, I think I'm getting a little bit of protection here. Whether it's enough or not remains to be seen, but yeah, I've got one more. Oh, well, we've still got a little bit of energy left in that shield. So this is not a big attack, but it's... Well, we may actually... We did it! Very nice. Okay, now only the one Darkspire starbase remains. Obviously, we're going to want to generally head over in that direction. Looking pretty good on our shields and hull, and... Boy, there's a lot of attacking going over here now. I'd like to get in on that with... a few shields. Let's keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going. Let's get into this group. Okay, let's put that shield just a bit further forward. There we go. This could be the winning attack here, actually, if we can keep this up. We've got a lot of firepower. Yeah, down to 28%. I'm going to be able to put one more shield up. There. Oh, yeah. There it is. Projected Shadow Munitions Intensifier. Doom Accelerator Module 1. Good news, our allies have successfully driven the Citadel Ascendant and the Dark Spire from the Dembowska Nebula at long last. The Mortars and the IMT have expressed their gratitude briefly, but are quite preoccupied preparing for another operation. There's always another operation. Things seem to be heating up amongst the other splinter factions. I'm attaching an urgent transmission from Vice Admiral Putnam of the IMT. Good to see you're still with us, Commander. Our race needs every warrior that will defend it in this hour. We've recovered a significant cache of shadow relics from this nebula. You are, of course, welcome to anything that will help improve your vessel. What is more important, however, are the records we found not long ago describing a Shadow Spire planetary adjustment device. It's nothing like the terraforming technology we were researching before the war. It's far more powerful than that. I've been cautious about hoping for too much, Commander, but I'm sure you can understand that we wish to do more than remember our homeworld. We wish to return. The project was too big to seriously consider, and we focused mainly on survival. But now, in any event, the possible locations of the device are all quite likely to contain several other useful relics, so the decision to search for it wasn't so hard after all. Regrettably, the various hostile splinter factions have also caught wind of these sites, so when we search we have to move with high force concentrations, not just survey teams. The IMT simply doesn't have the numbers to do this fast enough, so I've also shared this information with Gustav von Eyck of the Epsilon Eridani Remnant. I believe you've met. He never could see reason before the war, but he has his own sort of honor. We haven't found the device yet, obviously, but we've recovered several other archives that narrow down the potential locations. My allies and I will depart soon to resume the search, despite the growing resistance we're encountering. Before the next major conflict, I hope to join up with the Eridani force, but I know we'll need your help sooner rather than later. Keep your blade keen, Commander. So with, I believe, 2 missions left, a definite direction now. planetary adjustment device. Let's take a look at those new toys. Doom Accelerator. Starship-mounted variant of the 9-Zo Youngling Vulture's weapon. Damage increases against targets that have already taken damage. Those would be nice. And then also, let's take a look at what we get here. 100 metal, 50,000 energy. More of their ships. Yeah, the human ship now has the projected shadow munitions intensifier. Temporary munitions booster boosts the attack of all allied ships. 30% bonus. Okay, so we now have another option other than just defending ourselves. We can also go that way. And we've got, not V-King, Acratic Method here. Falcorum here. And so it remains to be seen, like, it said there was one that the humans IMT was going after, one that Epsilon Eridani was going after. So I'm assuming that's these last two, Acratic Method and Falcorum. But it could be that there will be others. I doubt it, though, the way the map is generated. So it looks like we're probably down to those two sites for our last couple of visits. But for now, we're going to be done with that. With the champion missions until we expand some. And of course, before we do that, we definitely want to get rid of the NHO hybrid. And then I'll have to decide whether I want to do raiding while I wait for the Exo wave, or whether I want to try to take another system, see if I can squeeze that in. All that'll be coming up next time. So the champion missions very well proceeding and nearing their end, but there is much more left in this fight. Be back soon with more AI War.